Okay, so today I'm talking to Alejandro, who's in Almeria, and Alejandro has a big family-run business. We're helping British people, all nationalities, move to Spain with all their paperwork, their accounts, and just about everything you can think about when you need to move to Spain. And today we're specifically going to be talking about the Golden Visa. So good morning, Alejandro.
Good morning, David. Good morning.
So yeah, the Golden Visa. Now we've set up a few pages, a few sites for people, and this is not for everybody. You do need a certain amount of money. So can we just go over it quickly? What are the basic requirements to meet for the Golden Visa?
Well, yes, this is basically for people from outside the European Union. It's not from people living in Europe. So, for example, England is part of outside the European Union, and the rest of the country that doesn't belong to Europe. And the basic requirements, what Spain wants is that you invest part of your money in Spain, and you can invest in several ways. The most popular way of doing that is investing in property. We ask that people invest a minimum amount of 500,000 in property, right? If you buy a more expensive house and you want to get a mortgage, it's also possible. The only thing is that your net investment must be 500,000, right? You can buy more than one house, or you can buy other things, but it's just that you invest in that is minimum 500,000. You have also the possibility of investing your money in Spanish companies, in shares of Spanish companies. For that, you will have to invest a minimum of 1 million euros, right? You can also invest or deposit your money in a bank, deposit from a bank, and you will have to do 1 million euros also. And the last thing that we've got is investing your money is that you place 2 million in, like, similar to the UK bonds, is like a Spanish bonds. In this case, is 2 million. The other thing, the other possibility that is not for everyone, is if you want to invest in a new company in Spain. Imagine that you have a project, your idea is to establish in Spain, you are going to create jobs, it's like an advanced project in research and development. You will have, or you could get this golden visa that needs to be, of course, approved by a special committee that will decide if your project is a general interest for Spain. So that's more or less the possibilities that we have, that you invest your money through property, that you invest your money in, let's say, financial investments, or that you start a project, a company in Spain.
Okay, and where do you apply for this? Does it have to be in your own country, or can you apply for it online or over the internet, or how?
Well, another good thing of this is that if you compare that with other options to live in Spain from someone outside the European Union, another popular way of doing that is of what we call the non-lucrative visa. This is done for people that are looking to retire in some way because you can't work in Spain, and this needs to be applied in your country of origin. If you come from the UK, you will have to go to the Spanish embassy and apply there with all the requirements that they ask. The good thing of the Golden Visa is that this is done in Spain. You don't need to be here. You can appoint a representative, and it's just submit all the paperwork to prove that you did all the things that I said before.
And this includes, if you buy so for example, if I was to move to Spain for the first time and I bought a house for 500,000 euros, what about my wife and family? Do they have to be vetted? Do they have to have money, or are they included in that?
They are included. If you come with your family, your wife and children, they are all included in this 500,000. So it's not 500,000 each. It's a total investment for a family living with you of 500,000. It's not other parts of your family, brothers or father, mother. It's just your close family.
Okay. And how long does it take? If I was to start the process with you today, how long would it take roughly?
Approx is 3 months. We apply in Spain to a special committee that normally they respond in not more than a month, and then you have 1 month more to ask at the foreign office at your country for the visa. You ask there with the approval of this committee that I said, which is easy, and then you have another month to come to Spain and go into the foreign office. So let's say that it's 3 steps. First, you apply here in a special institution that is called big companies or something like that. Then when this is approved, you apply in your country in the Spanish embassy, but it's quick because it's with already the approval. And after that, you have another month to come to Spain and apply for what we call TI. It's like an ID where this will prove that you have the right to live legally in Spain. So let's say that it's 3 months. Of course, you cannot be 100% sure that it's going to be, because depending on the number of applications, but this is more or less the estimated time that they will take.
Okay, and what about the checks they do? You have to have insurance as well with this, I believe, a private insurance, but do they do background checks like the other visas now? They're looking for a criminal background check and things like that on you and your family. Do they do the same amount of checks?
Yes, they do. Basically, what they need to check is two things. Of course, that you commit the requirement of the investment. Then you have to have a private insurance medical policy that covers, just in case that you need any healthcare assistance in Spain, any medical problem. And they check criminal records. Yes, they check. You have to prove that in the last 5 years you didn't have any criminal records in the country of where you've been living.
And once you've got this visa, say I've got the golden visa tomorrow and I can now live here, I've bought my property, how long does that last? Is it renewable? How does that work?
This is how it works, David. You first get a visa or permit to live in Spain for 2 years, right? And then they extend. You have to prove that you still have the investment on the property, and then they will give it to you for another 5 years. Right, so you have the first one that is the renewal. The first renewal is 2 years, and then they will give you for another 5 years. So in total 7 years, and then every 5 years you can apply. The one good thing also about the golden visa that others has not is that you don't need to live in Spain permanent. You can come to live here for a while, but you don't need to live here. The only obligation is that you come to Spain once in a calendar year. So you need to fly to Spain to stay for whatever time you want to be, and you can go back. It's the only requirement that they will ask you when you have to renew. So for those people that are thinking that they have to, to bring the businesses or to pay taxes in Spain, you have the possibility to avoid that and to continue paying your country of origin, because you just need to come once. And in Spain, you become fiscal resident, and this means that you have to pay your taxes in Spain when you live more than 6 months in a calendar year. So if you stay less than 6 months, then you will not have to pay any taxes whatsoever in Spain.
So the 90-day rule won't apply to you if you've got a golden visa then?
Not at all. You can stay in Spain as long as you want, and also in the Schengen area, you could move throughout Europe without any kind of visa to other countries. So this is a very good opportunity for these people that want to buy a house anywhere in Spain, or that they do have money and they want to keep it in an investment, because of course when you finish when you apply for something else in the future, you could get your money back, and that's it. It's the same as if you were investing in your country of origin.
And am I right in saying as well, once you've bought a property here, you can sell that property, move on and buy another property, but it has to be the same value, is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, what we want, what they are requiring is that your investment is 500,000 net. So you can sell your property and buy another one, or 2 properties. Or I mean, it's the only thing is that we need to prove that the net investment has been 500,000 every time you renew it.
Perfect. And also on the sites that we've set up for people that are interested in this, I believe you're now doing a video call where you can contact people and they can ask you privately with a private video chat like we're doing now, any questions they want. Is that correct?
Yeah, we offer people that they can contact us. Also, they can do it through you, and we offer them to speak personally because everyone has got different issues, and it's good that we have a conversation where we explain not just the golden visa, which is very straightforward, but all the aspects of your future life in Spain when you consider fiscal residence, because it's important that you know how Spain works, and to, if you decide to come to Spain to live, you need to do some steps. Or our recommendations always is to do some steps in your country of origin. For example, if you want to sell your house you are in the UK and you want to sell your house, we will always tell you to do it prior you become fiscal resident in this country, because probably if this is your main house in England or anywhere else, you will not pay any capital gains for the sale of that house. But in the moment you become fiscal resident in this country, that we could not apply this, let's say, this UK rules. We need to do our own rules, and that's why it's very important that we speak to people and tell them all about these things, because doing a wrong step could cost you a lot of money. The same if you decide to get from your pension pot money, an amount of money. We know that in some countries you have a relief, a reduction in you take certain amounts, but that's what we tell always, to do it before you come to Spain to live permanent. Why? Because if you don't do that, in Spain will be taxed on the full amount. So that's why it's important that we speak in person, and we will explain, of course, the golden visa, but also all of your aspects of your future life in Spain, to know where you are and where you want to be.
Yeah. And Alejandro, for people that don't really know you or your business, how many employees have you got now? And you've got offices in Mojaca and Allbox, am I correct? And just tell us a little bit about the offices you have and how many employees you have.
Yeah, our business is called Grupo Salvador. We are based in Almería province. Of course, we can give services to anyone in Spain, because nowadays with the internet it's easy to connect and we don't have to see in person. We have 3 offices now. One is in our main office is in Almería city center, that we were established more than 50 years ago in 1969. And then because we are very focused on the foreigners, we have opened another 2 offices, one in Mojaca, that is at the beach in Almería province, and also one inland in Allbox. My total number of employees now is around 20 something this year.
And also, for people who don't know you, you're also the honorary British consulate for Almería. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm in 2009. I was appointed as a British honorary consul for this province, for Almería, and it's like the representative of the Crown in Spain. And we do help British citizens that are looking to, or that are traveling and they have issues, or those that do live here. But I must say that as this position as a consul, or the consulates would not help with this kind of visas or anything related with tax or advising legal things, because they don't provide these services. We do this as a private company. That is mainly where we live from.
Sure. The two are quite different businesses, quite different positions, but you are mixing with some very influential people, and you're getting the latest news which will benefit the British people, which we're passing on. So great contact to be friendly with. So, okay, anything else you want to add to this, Alejandro? This is specifically, I'll get back to golden visa, but you do help people with other visas and other their accounts and tax, and you're also a tax expert here in Spain. So anything else you want to add?
Well, yes, if you want, I can explain a bit about the non-lucrative visa for those that when they see us, they think they don't commit these requirements for the golden visa. there are other possibilities. There are popular one is the non-lucrative visa. The non-lucrative visa is for those that again are looking to come to Spain to live, but they are not, let's say, so wealthy, or they don't have these possibilities to invest in what we said. Basically, what they require is that you have assets or money at the bank or income of a minimum of 27,000 euros for one of the person of the couples, and if there is another person, then they will ask 7,000. So if you want to ask for the non-lucrative visa, the amount that you need to show is around 35,000 euros that you can have in savings, or that you can earn every year if you get pensions.
And this is the visa that most British people will be after if they're not going for the golden visa. This is the most popular visa at the moment. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes. Because of the Brexit, we have to apply for the British the same requirements or the same possibilities and others countries outside the European Union. And yes, this is the most popular for people that cannot reach the possibility of getting the golden visa. It's also important to say that with that you are not allowed to work in Spain, so it's more for retired people, people that are not looking to work, and there are other ways of obtaining Spanish residency that are when you are like a person working for big companies where your position is very difficult to find in the market, or football players, artists. For these kind of people that it's difficult to find other people doing the same. There are possibilities also to get long-term residencies in the same way that we said before.
Okay, so that's brilliant advice, and I'll leave a link in the description box below this to the golden visa and all the information on the golden visa, and also the link to the video chat if people want to get in touch with you with a video chat. And also we're going to be talking about on the other sites the normal visa route, as I say, the normal visa route that most people take. So there'll be a link to that as well for people that are interested. Okay, well, thanks very much for talking to us today, Alejandro. I know you're very busy, and we'll speak to you soon.
Many thanks, David. Bye-bye.